I'm in a seminar הקיבוצים. I need to do some stuff, but probably, I don't know if they would like me saying this, but I don't really care. It says, together we'll remember, together we'll overcome, together we'll love, and together we'll learn. Have a wonderful academic year. So they had a big scandal where there's a guy who complained about posts of Arab students, not saying all Arab students, God forbid, a few Arab students who said, we are Palestinians and we will always support the, what did they call it exactly? The resistance, as if beheading babies and raping women and burning alive people and kidnapping people and kidnapping babies is resistance. It's not, it's terrorism. And they do it also in Iran, by the way. Today we had an Arab Israeli murdered by terrorists. Yes, he was murdered because, they can't really tell the difference between Jews and Arabs, do they? So they just shoot anybody with an Israeli car. So maybe they should add, together we will resist or we will protest, we will together fight terrorism. Because Arabs don't have to serve in the army. They don't even have to do civil service, which is absolutely absurd. Because in Europe, when you're a citizen, if you don't go to the army, you have to do some sort of civil service. You've got to work with old people or whatever if you don't want to go to the army. And here they don't have to do anything. They even have, I don't have anything against Arab students, but it's not fair when the Israeli students have to go to the army. They have to go to the army, they have to fight the Hamas for the benefit of everybody, because the Arabs are also targeted by Hamas. And then they have these horrible posts on Facebook supporting the Hamas. So should they be allowed to study and teach in Israel and get salaries from the Israeli Board of Education? I don't think so. So, but I have to do something here. And if they tell me, so the student that protested this was actually told that he was expelled. He was expelled, and those students who posted those pro-Hamas posts were allowed to study. It's not fair. Why should Israeli Jews have to fight, and also Arabs also fight in the army, some of them, and the other ones are posting, like you sit on your ass and you post things on Facebook while the other ones are fighting in Gaza, sacrificing their life, both Arabs and Jews and Druze. That's not fair. You shouldn't expel people who protest that. You should expel the people who put those horrible posts. This is my opinion. If they don't take me to study, I don't really care, because I couldn't care less, to be honest. It's a lot of money, and I did most of my teaching certificate. There were only 2 courses. They're not related at all to my teaching. But because it's a very, very rigid system, they want me to repeat all my teaching certificate studies, even though I have a master's degree from the US, and I should be lecturing here. I shouldn't be a student. I have a lot of experience teaching. I shouldn't have to be a student again. But I'll see how much it costs, and I'll see what they offer. A lot of Arab students, because guess where the Jews are? Fighting in Gaza. Fighting in fucking Gaza. Well, they are here. I see a majority here of Arab students. Where are the Jewish ones? Fighting in Gaza. They're in Miluim. They're doing the reverse. I don't really know if I really want to study in this institution, to be honest. It is you hear Arabic here, it's like being in an Arab state. Most of the students here, I hear, are Arabs. How dare they even not serve in the army, not fight the terrorists? And today an Arab Israeli was killed by terrorists. And they are targeted just as much. And yet they're not obligated to defend this country. But yet they use the resources of this country. So I don't know if I like this kind of deal. Maybe I prefer to skip this bit. But of course it harms my salary, and I have terrible conditions. And if I want to work in the Board of Education and earn the small salary, but earn that, I really need to complete my teaching certificate, sadly, because of 2 courses that are not related at all to teaching English. So they were not nice to me, by the way. I kept calling them, they don't answer. I wouldn't recommend this place to study. There are more Arabs here than Jews. I'm just shocked and horrified. Here, more Arabic here than Hebrew. That is horrible.